beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. Kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think on critical down and distances, when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage, goal line, going for it on 4th down, the left side is who they're going to be running behind. You've got 2 guys out there in the left tackle and left guard that are going to play on Sundays, and that is a special combination that a lot of offensive lines wish they had.
Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes a grab deep. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's past the marker. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And now they've moved into the red zone. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Makes the grab down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stop right there.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking for the edge. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. The Mustangs offense field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. This is a guy that they have Hopes for this season at the wide receiver position. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Now on the counter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Look out! Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Hands it off. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jamison. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the red zone, it's Welsh. And it'll be a touchdown.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From deep, it's Montgomery. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Jamison. Complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The lone back's got it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. on play action. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Working the ground game. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be 1st down. The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to... The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Around the corner, it's Canty. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! The extra point here would tie the game.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on 1st. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And he gets it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease, it's Welch. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Works the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Welch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Nowhere close on that one. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Wants to throw on 3rd. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Drops back on first down. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Moves the pocket. It's Jamison. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Takes the handoff and he's going right. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Fighting Irish who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in and sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alvarado. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for a man, it's Jamison. Quickly to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Turns it upfield. Can't get him to the ground. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just keep slinging it. And the timing just a hair off. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Fresh center downs going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Uh-oh, look out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Jamison. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wants to throw one first. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Running free. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in the goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Welch. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You on the field and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Freshetta Downs going up top. Hauls it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The play fake. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down, and it's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Woof. Deep breath, Big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Red pass, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Finds his man. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. From the gun, it's Welch fighting off the defender. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Mustang sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over.
Throws it deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll keep it on second down. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Right down the boulevard. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, it is still very energetic and electric. This is the #1 team in the country on the road with something to prove. This is a hard game early in the season, but they have been able to stand up and match that energy of this home crowd. Guys, they have a chance to put it away here in the fourth quarter, and I can tell you, they've got a lot of momentum. Guys are barking, guys are yelling at each other. They want to go out and finish this game with a win. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Selling the fake. Buys time to his left. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. But defense now, go make them earn.
He's going for the big play. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Out wide right, it's Cummings. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll run the screen. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, going to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rush is on. Quickly out to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these
Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Deep in the end zone, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this contest.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting five-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
LSU right back to the line. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the... They get him down at the 35. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Quinn. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
He'll keep it himself. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And out there ready to hide is this terrific linebacking core. Changing the routes with his receiver. Keeps it moving. It's Welsh. He's past the sticks. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hits inside. It's Welch.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Snap in the shotgun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing down the left side. Scoop and... Touchdown, LSU! Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Soto. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The run inside. It's Welsh. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he... The pass, it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense set on 1st down. Trying to establish the run. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They've already converted a couple of times on 3rd down. Now they'll try to push it forward a couple of inches. Plows his way ahead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. On the direct snap, it's Welch. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Sets his feet. It's Quinn. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're all over it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it for a big play. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
It's now 2nd down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Keeping his eyes downfield. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got the first down, but he's going to need a lot more than that. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hawkeyes, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Camping World Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
LSU's head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Welch. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now.
Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Looking for running room. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU quick to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's brought down after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Back to throw. It's Quinn. Reels it in. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Right side, it's Wilkinson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Hand it to the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good timing on the quick out. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just about ready to go with the final quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Getting set for the point after. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Second down, gonna throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Finds his tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got him on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Catches it at the 15. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Looking for room, it's Welch. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Quarterback will keep it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Running inside. It's Welch. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Powers inside. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
On the option. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Might have it, headed to the end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. On the return, it's Hoffman. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still down the field. Looking to pass. It's Quinn. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells the run, looking to pass. The throw. He's got the tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quick give. It's Welch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum. And
makes the grab in their space. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. All the way into the end zone for a... Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Hits the hole. It's Welsh. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 30. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to fire deep. Makes a deep grab. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Finds his man. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just a 4th play. Tight end trying to get in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Pulled and finds his man on the left. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves.
He'll take a deep shot here. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game, at least it's still first and goal. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback changing the play. On the delay, it's Welch. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. The give to the fullback. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Welch. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. Drops back on first down. Going for the big play. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Right back to it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. Across midfield and to plus territory and finally down at the 48. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Headed into the 4th quarter, these 2 wide receivers prolific. Makers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He wants to throw it. Finds his target. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense lining up for a first down play. Keeps it on the ground.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Wants to throw one first. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Right back to the well. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Got the first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.